Well, we've got a whole nother day of pop culture blind items to wade through. But before we do that, let's ponder. I don't know. What do you want to ponder today, Dawn?
Well, I mean, we've got maybe the latest was Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively, because every day there's something new.
What's new today? Because I'm having a hard time keeping up.
Well, let me see. I think that we're getting some responses from Blake Lively's brother-in-law who wanted to take back what he said. Like, I think he called Justin Baldoni a fraud at one point, and he's now saying that he regrets that.
Yeah, he said some stuff on Twitter. I'm curious if the blinds will have anything to say about this, because to me it seemed a little bizarre that he would walk back those. I mean, he had already removed them, but the fact that he would need to like publicly apologize at this moment seems an odd choice.
It seems kind of fishy. Like, does he believe Justin's side now, or maybe he's somebody who, is very religious and he doesn't want to be embarrassed by his actions. I mean, I'm just trying to think of any reason to protect his reputation, but it seems like he might be thinking he's not a fraud anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just odd that he would make that public statement now when I don't know how that benefits Blake, because I would imagine because he's married to Blake's sister, he's still firmly on Team Blake. But why, I wonder if there's some sort of PR reason why Blake's team would want him to say something. I don't know. It's odd. But you know what? Sometimes things that seem odd really aren't once you start digging into the blinds.
I'm very disappointed.
Why?
I'm a big Blinky, Inky, Pinky, and Clyde fan.
Oh,
They're the ghosts from Pac-Man. And now we're apparently not going to get this unbelievable blockbuster about Pac-Man.
Yeah, because it's a Justin Baldoni project, and allegedly it's one of the 3 or 4 things that are currently up in the air.
Right, because of everything that's going on. So we might not get that. So
it seems, I don't know. It seems like maybe you'd want to wait to make that decision until there's something concrete you can base that decision on beyond the allegations, right?
I totally agree. Maybe there's things behind the scenes and what producers know and executives that we don't know. Like maybe they know more details about how, or more things that are going to come out that they certainly know, that they've talked to. And, it's a small community when you get down to it.
Yeah, certainly. But I'm, being the cynical person that I am, having lived in this space for a while, it makes me wonder if people are just making decisions based on the allegations and what the perception is publicly of those allegations, which certainly is their choice, because Hollywood is all about appearance for sure, which is why Dawn and I, in our off time, run a little company called BDEPR, where we advise celebrities how and how not to behave. And actually, we don't do that, but we should.
Speaking of BDEPR, did you know there was a Pac-Man movie in the works? Now you do. Maybe it's not getting canceled. Maybe this is just a way to get everyone talking about the upcoming Pac-Man movie.
You're so right.
Put that tinfoil on.
I will.
Don't keep it too tight, though.
I know, it does cause like a rash, especially on my bald head. Yeah. I found a good ointment for it, though. It seems to be okay.
It's like Utter Balm.
Yes.
Grease the inside. Yeah.
There we go.
Don't say grease the inside, thanks.
All right. This foreign-born A-list actor, who may or may not be in the Pac-Man movie, is now drinking to excess, and I should say still drinking to excess, and he's also blowing off work to spend more time with his higher-on-the-list girlfriend. This foreign-born A-list actor continues to drink in excess, and now he's blowing off work to spend time with his higher-on-the-list girlfriend.
Higher-on-the-list girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Higher on the list. Was he a superhero?
He was not a superhero.
So higher on the list girlfriend being higher on the list actor?
No.
Was he just in a movie?
He's been...
Okay, so it's not Timothy Chalamet.
No.
Who's, I think, also not foreign-born.
He just speaks French.
Foreign-born A-list actor. He's not only drinking to excess once again, but he is also blowing off work to spend more time with his higher-on-the-list girlfriend.
Huh. So again, So this is somebody we know has had a problem with alcohol.
I don't think it's been talked about except maybe in the blinds.
Okay. And the girlfriend is higher on the list, you said?
Yep.
Higher on the list,
Okay.
but not an actress.
Not an actor. Well, let me be fair. She's not primarily an actress. She has done acting.
But her primary fame is from.
Modeling?
Nope. Although she has done that.
Is
but
she a
it's not-
Nepo?
Nope.
Is
She's
she
a Kardashian?
Nope.
an athlete?
Nope. Pretty much one of the big things you haven't said yet.
Oh.
Musician.
Who also acts, who also models.
Oh,
Orlando Bloom.
oh, that was a good guess.
I was about to, we're all like connecting the dots. And we're like, dang, that was a really good guess.
Yeah,
But
except
no.
they're married.
No, there's
That's
that.
the only difference.
Are they? Did they ever? Aren't they the
Oh.
ones that are like been together forever, but I don't know if they're actually married?
That's a good
Yeah, maybe
question.
you're right. Yeah.
Regardless, but yeah. Not
It's
her.
not Jacob Elordi.
Nope.
No.
Foreign born. So higher on the list, girlfriend who's a singer, but she's done some acting. It's not Lady Gaga.
It is not.
Ladies who act but are singers.
Hugh Jackman. No. This is tough.
Is she a pop star?
Yep.
Oh. But she's not higher on the list.
Is she an
Robert
American?
Pattinson.
She's not American.
Okay.
It's not Suki Waterhouse.
It is not.
Good guess.
But they might be married too. I don't know.
And
So he's not,
according
he is an
to-
actor. What?
And according to what we know about these two, they might be engaged. We think they're engaged. They've never announced they're engaged.
Taylor Swift and
No. There's speculation they're engaged.
foreign born. There's speculation they're engaged.
Foreign born actor,
A foreign born actor. Is he? You said he is not a superhero,
not a superhero.
but a franchise.
He was in a franchise where he played someone. I guess technically he was in a franchise where he played someone with powers, but not a superhero.
Oh, is it a streamer?
No.
So network TV franchise or
No, a movie.
It was a
Cable?
movie.
It was a movie.
Oh, movie. Okay.
But he was in a streaming show last year.
He was in a streaming show last year.
There's some other big names who had a big year last year.
Oh, he was with Glenn Powell.
You're going to be much easier going after this
Her.
massive pop star that you still haven't said.
Rihanna?
Nope.
No.
Massive poop star. Massive. She's so massive.
How
Look at
massive
her
is
star.
she?
Her star is so massive.
She
It's
has-
blinding me.
Nothing to do with Taika Waititi.
Okay. So not Rita Ora or
But is that a
Or-
hint?
oh, Dua Lipa?
Oh,
Dua
so
Lipa.
oh yeah, what's his name? I just saw him yesterday,
Making out with Dua Lipa.
and I
underneath.
was like, he's an odd-looking person.
Joseph Quinn?
Nope.
No. Who is
No,
she? Is-
it's what is his name? What is his name?
The reason why he's in a public relationship with Dua Lipa.
He's tall,
He is. He's
blonde, handsome.
He's British. He was in Fantastic Beasts. He was in Masters of the Air. His initials are CT.
Yes. Callum Turner.
There you go.
Oh, good job, Bradley. Boy, that was just, I forgot he existed.
Clearly.
I'm serious. I just like, who's that?
According to the blind items, Callum Turner is not only back to drinking to excess, he's also blowing off work to spend time with his higher on the list girlfriend, that being Dua Lipa. We saw the two of them out and about in Paris having just a grand old time. We've seen her with potentially what could be an engagement ring on that particular finger. Publicationship, gonna publicationship, those two.
Yeah. Which, I don't kind of care about their relationship, but good luck to
What
them.
is he, where is he
We will.
from?
He's the British.
He's British. I don't know
British?
specifically.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I just have never seen him in anything. Like I've never seen a project or a movie, and I know that makes me lame, but
Masters of the Air was his big one from last year, but he was in The Boys in the Boat, Fantastic Beasts when he was younger. So, yeah, he's been in
Oh, I'm not
some
associating that person with an adult person, probably.
There you go. This is
I'm
an
making
adult person.
excuses for myself.
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
like, girl, you
remember
don't really need to make excuses. It's fine. I mean, it's Callum Turner. It's not like you forgot Elton John or something.
Right.
All right.
Well, that
Let's
was
move on
fun.
and do another one. Okay.
Hopefully,
She's
it'll
furiously
go
putting
well.
that in her notes. I
The
can
key
tell.
is if we continue to talk about Callum Turner, he'll eventually get high enough that it won't take that long.
That's right. Thank us, Callum.
You're welcome.
Age of his hookups have always been a hot topic for this A-minus list musician, especially for the one with the member of the reality family. Well, now we know why he's eager to flee the country. And ironically, once again, it's adjacent to that same family.
I think I know this
again.
one.
Age of his hookups has always been a hot topic for this A-minus list musician, especially for the one with the member of the reality family. Well, now we know why he's so eager to flee the country. Ironically, it once again is adjacent to that same reality family. Say it, Dawn.
Okay, this is Tyga. And it is, he's being accused of getting Alabama Barker pregnant. He
Oh my
used
God.
to be with Kylie Jenner, and she has a baby with him. And now Bahad Bahabi, who is Bad Baby, she wrote a diss track about Alabama Barker, Travis Barker's
Oh my
daughter, saying that
God.
Tyga is going after a 19-year-old when he's like 35. Again, once again, dating people that are way younger than him.
That was a lot. Good job on connecting that.
The only hiccup in that whole connecting of the dots is Tyga is the baby daddy for Black China. I don't think Kyla was, or Kylie Jenner was Travis Scott.
Okay, I thought
She's
she
got two.
also had a baby with Tyga, but that's not.
Don't believe she had a baby with Tyga.
Okay.
I could be
Yes.
wrong on that.
No, you're probably not. It just gets a little confusing,
For sure.
for good reason.
Everything you else said was perfect. And
But
yeah,
he's
Tyga
connected
and
to
Black
them
China,
in
their
like 3
kid
ways
is-
now.
yes, there's 3 degrees of separation.
Their child was King Cairo, right?
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's connected to the Kardashians through Kylie, through Travis Barker now, through Alabama, and then
And Bad
What's the
Baby is
third
now
one?
connected to the Kardashians by way of
And dating
this
Kylie.
mess.
and dating
Kylie,
Kylie,
Black
yeah.
China, and then and I will just say, since this, you basically filled it in perfectly. The diss track from Bad Baby was the one who put this all in motion. Now, since then, Alabama Barker said, not only have I never really even spent time with Tyga, we definitely never hooked up, nor did I hook up with Soulja Boy, like she also said in that same diss track, and she's completely denying all of it. So I don't know. They've had this rivalry going back. Remember the Levon, I think. I don't know but that was their boyfriend that they both shared. And again, there was question about that. That came up. There was also question about how old Alabama Barker was when she was dating
Yeah,
this
and who was
individual.
connected to Alabama Barker? Haven't we?
Yeah, Levon. That was this boyfriend that
I thought there was another
she shared.
celebrity who was trying to date Alabama Barker, but maybe it was just Tyga.
Maybe. I believe that
Because
might
I feel
be
like
it,
we've
that
had
we've
this
discussed.
underage Alabama Barker story before.
We have.
Yeah.
And I think it was related to that Levon fella there with Bad
Yes.
Baby. But
Right, because that's her baby daddy is Levon, right?
correct, I think, yes. And she just turned 19. So again, any relationship
Right.
that's happened in the past couple of years could come into question.
Yeah.
And certainly has when it pertains to Tyga and Bad Baby. So there you go. You guys got that one.
I mean,
That was a lot.
It was a lot. But Dawn absolutely crushed it.
She nailed it.
It was well done. It's like you wrote that one or something.
yeah,
you
I
write it?
did. No, no.
Are you sending
I
Mike
didn't.
lines on the sly?
No.
This permanent A-list foreign-born actor might be back to work sooner than later. His spouse can't stand him anymore. His formerly busy schedule is the only reason they lasted 3 decades.
Oh my gosh.
This permanent A-list foreign-born actor might be back to work sooner than later. His spouse can't stand him anymore, and his formerly busy schedule is the only reason they lasted 3 decades.
Hmm.
So a long-term relationship. Is she a celebrity?
Not anywhere near his level.
Okay.
And I
Is her
wouldn't even
father
say
famous?
truly celebrity. I don't know his father.
Who are you thinking?
Her father. I was going to throw out my favorite actor of all time, Daniel Day-Lewis.
That's
who's
correct.
Now, it is.
Oh,
Yes.
And
look at you.
her
I didn't know
her
who
last
her dad
name was Miller.
Okay.
Arthur Miller, the playwright, is her dad.
I
Oh,
did
like
not
the
know that.
Crucible Arthur Miller?
Yes.
Wow.
Fantastic. I did not realize that connection. But yeah, you nailed it. It is indeed your
Deep
favorite
track.
actor of all time. Anytime your favorite actor of all time is in the blinds, I have to be sure to bring him up.
Thank you.
And in this case,
Yes.
I did. Daniel Day-Lewis might be back to work sooner than later. His spouse can't stand him anymore, and his formerly busy schedule is the only reason they lasted 3 decades. There you
Well,
go.
I hate to say this, but I'd love to see him on the screen again, even though he said Phantom Thread was his last movie. And then he went off to be an actual real tailor, not Taylor Swift, but a tailor that makes suits and clothes, because that was his role in Phantom Thread. And he has a tendency to just get so deep into his roles that he just does the job after that for a while.
Wow.
That's kind of fun.
Maybe he
Yeah.
should be in like Quentin Tarantino's last movie. You know, his last
wow.
role in the last movie.
Have you heard that update, by the way?
No.
Quentin Tarantino is pulling a LeBron James.
No, he is. I knew it.
He is waiting to do his last movie until his son can be in it,
Oh, okay.
is what he claims.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Good
just
luck to
think his ego was out of control at the time when he said, I'm only doing 10 movies. And
Yeah.
now as he's matured, he's like, but, maybe I want to do more.
Yeah,
So-
it's like when the doctor only had a certain number of regenerations, and then suddenly he can have like all the regenerations he wants just because the show needs to keep going. Like, just
Yeah.
be a little
And you're
bit
referring
more
to
careful.
Doctor Who when you say
Of
that.
course, Doctor Who, not Doctor Scholl.
Not just the doctor. Dr. Scholl. So dumb. Okay.
While we're here and you're at the edge of your seat with that this blind item, let's remind everybody to subscribe and hit that little bell notification button. Every time we send out a new episode of Blinded by the Item, you're going to get notified all about it.
Absolutely. Like and subscribe, and thank you for all them comments.
Yes, comment on
We
it.
love the comments.
Give it a rating as well. If you're this deep into this episode, you love
Yeah,
this show. So give us a 5-star
you're doing
rating
it.
if you think we earned it.
Yeah,
Let's do
and
another
even if
blind
you
item.
hate us, please
Yeah.
subscribe. We don't
Yeah.
mind. Like, just comment and tell us we're terrible. We're fine
Rage
with
delete it.
Yeah.
Keep your 1-star
Rage
review to yourself.
Yeah,
but,
no, please don't. Yeah.
Don't,
My ego
don't
can't
bad
take it.
review us, but,
Let's do another blind item. We've already seen what this A-list singer/actress and her team were willing to do to her co-star to get the heat off her. Now we're seeing them get up. Wow. Hold on a second. Man, sometimes these are poorly written. We've already seen what this A-list singer/actress and her team are willing to do to her co-star to get the heat off her. Now we're seeing them dig up the past and get dirty against this A-list juggernaut, box office juggernaut actress to try to win an award. So again, we've got an A-list singer/actress and her team willing to do what they did to a co-star to get the heat off her. Now we're seeing them dig up the past and get dirty against an A-list box office juggernaut actress to try to win an award.
Okay,
A lot of
so
parts there, but you got it.
is this some sort of Oscar battle?
This is an Oscar battle, yes, between an A-list singer/actress.
And are they, so these are competing category contestants not in the same film?
Correct. But the first
not
part of
in
blind,
the same film.
not in the same film,
Okay.
but the first part of the blind is referencing that
previous.
this A-list singer/actress and her team were willing to do to a co-star to get the heat off of her.
What is this heat you speak of? Is this like a scandal?
Yeah,
Is this Ariana Grande?
that's half of it.
Oh,
Okay,
Well,
so-
a third of it, because of course what they were willing to do to her co-star
not
was
Cynthia Erivo.
well, that was what that referenced. But now we continue the blind with Ariana Grande. We've seen what her team was willing to do to get the heat off of her to Cynthia Erivo. Now we're seeing them dig up the past and get dirty against this A-list box office juggernaut actress to try to win
Oh.
an award.
Anything to do with like Demi Moore or is this in the
Box
supporting
office-
actress category?
Box
Okay.
office juggernaut.
Don't look up the nominees. That would be cheating.
No.
Box office juggernaut. Is it because she's in like a superhero franchise or something? It's not like a Jennifer Lawrence. Who's in a... Is it like a Zoe Saldana?
Oh.
She's in all of the biggest movies of all time, except Titanic, basically.
Okay, so what is Ariana Grande trying to do to Zoe Saldana?
If your movie has made $2 billion, Zoe Saldana is in it, unless it's Titanic.
Yeah.
That's just a
exactly.
fact, which is
that is
kind of ridiculous. But we've already seen what Ariana Grande and her team were able to, or were willing to do to Cynthia Erivo to get the heat off of Ariana Grande. Now we're seeing them dig up the pass and get dirty against Zoe Saldana, and just to try to win the award. There's a resurfaced story that's coming up once again. Do you remember when Zoe Saldana played Nina Simone in a role? And there was a huge backlash on the fact that Zoe Saldana, Dominican and Puerto Rican descent, was playing that role.
Yep.
And even used like darkening makeup to make her complexion even darker to play that role. She has since apologized and said that was out of place. She should never have taken that role, and has basically said it was something that she regretted doing. That story is now getting new life, and there's a belief that it's because maybe one of her competitors in that topic is
feeding that story,
blowing life back into it.
You know, what's interesting is this then referencing the Cynthia Erivo criticism that she got in the Harriet Tubman movie?
I don't think it's specifically talking about that. I think the blind item is just referencing that. Remember when all the Ethan Slater stuff was coming out? There was more. We heard all about when Cynthia Erivo had
like
thoughts.
the stuff people were going after her for.
Yes, the thoughts about the
just
poster.
To distract.
Exactly, just basically to distract and keep digging up things against Cynthia during that press tour rather than looking at the fact that she stole a man.
I don't want to believe that that's how this works, but
I don't want to either.
I got to believe that just knowing the business, this is not about one person. And I don't think Ariana Grande's like, yes, next on my list is Zoe Saldana.
But people like producers and studio
Money
executives,
people.
if their film wins and if their actress wins, that means more money for them. So it all comes down to money. They might just be getting dirty behind the scenes. I doubt if it's Ariana herself.
That's why I'm saying
people.
I think it's not her herself. I'm sure there's some distance, but you know, the people and the powers behind and around her.
Let me just say, the odds have changed quite a bit. When the nominees were, you know me, I'm always in the Vegas odds looking at the lines and stuff. When the line came out, or when the nominees came out, Best Supporting Actress odds, Zoe Saldana was like, basically, to break it down percentage-wise and not do the betting terms, it was a 95% chance she was going to win that award.
Sure.
90 to 95%. Right now, that's down to about 70.
Wow.
So it has taken a massive swing, which either means one thing, just from a betting standpoint, people are throwing a lot of money on Ariana Grande because she's the one that went from basically a 10%. Now she's dropped down to like a 25, 30%.
Oh.
So Ariana Grande those are the two that are up for Best Supporting that are most likely to bring it home.
Okay. Wow.
So there's stuff going on behind the scenes.
There's definitely movement.
Yeah. And it'll change as we get closer.
According to
because voting is still open.
DraftKings. Yes. I was disappointed because I saw Complete Unknown recently, and Monica Barbaro was unbelievable in that movie as Joan Baez.
And so she's not even being, and this is so political, all of this, like, you know, it's like, oh, well, you haven't had enough a critical acclaim yet to win this award. It's like, remember when that actress who did that movie with Mark Maron just came out of nowhere and they put her in the mix and everyone literally threw a fit because they didn't spend any money on for your consideration stuff. They didn't spend millions of dollars to promote her.
Yeah.
They literally tried to get her kicked out of the category for no reason. They had no grounds to do that. And she deserved the award. I don't even remember what her name is. It's Andrea something, or I don't know. But
Riseborough, right?
Yes.
Something Riseborough, yeah.
That movie is
Andrea Riseborough.
amazing. Yeah.
To Leslie, the movie, by the way.
To Leslie.
Yeah.
That was, an
So there
amazing
you go.
performance.
Is that really what's going on behind the scenes? I don't know, but that story hasn't been talked about for 5 years, and it is now. So
Interesting.
Oh, no.
Interesting.
there's the blind items for you today.
Well, it's just going to get even more heated as we approach the Oscars. I mean, we're
Yeah.
going to see more of this kind of behavior just so people can have their chosen person win. Gets
Well,
nasty.
Get ready to spend a lot of money, Hollywood, because apparently that's what it takes to win an
Yep.
award. You know what? We don't spend a lot of money on this, but we still bring it to you every Monday through Friday. Clearly. You can listen on MyTalk Monday through Friday, download wherever you get your podcasts, or you can watch the whole thing unfold on the YouTube on our very own channel called
Blinded by the item.
item.
Bye.
Blinded by the item.